You ever try to learn a new, really complex piece of software for work? It can honestly feel like you've been dropped in the middle of a huge city with no map and no idea where to go. That's pretty much what it's like tackling something as massive as SAP. So today, we're going to hand you that map, specifically a map for taming the SAP Material Requirements Planning, or MRP learning curve. Does this feel familiar? If you've ever tried to teach yourself ASAP, you've almost certainly had this moment. You type something like SAP PP MRP tutorial into Google, and bam, you're hit with a giant wall of information. It's a totally normal feeling, but it's also where a lot of people just get stuck, right at the very beginning. And what you're feeling is this. It's just straight up information overload. You find tons of videos, guides, forum posts, and they all claim to be the one thing you need. But none of them are connected, there's no logical order, and you're just left thinking, okay, where on earth do I even start? But don't worry, we are here to cut a clear path right through that jungle. First, we'll talk about the SAP learning problem itself. Then, we'll introduce a curated video guide that is the solution. And from there, we'll walk through its roadmap, starting with the absolute basics, then mastering the actual MRP run, and finally exploring some advanced topics for those of you who really want to become experts. So let's really break down the problem here. When you get right down to it, trying to learn SAP on your own feels less like taking a course and more like trying to find your way out of a maze blindfolded. And this is exactly what that feels like, right? You've got all these scattered tutorials that don't build on each other. There's no clear place to begin. Do you start with theory, configuration? And without a logical path, maybe you're even getting conflicting advice from different videos. It makes it pretty much impossible to feel like you're making any real progress. So, what's the answer? Well, it's definitely not just more information. The answer is a curated video guide. And this isn't just another boring list of links. Think of this as your roadmap, your personal tour guide that's going to lead you through that maze, step by step. The solution we're talking about is this simple, paste-ready video list. And, its real beauty is just how practical it is. You literally just copy a list of video links, you paste it into your favorite digital notebook, and boom, you've instantly created your own structured curriculum. This is where the power of curation really shines. We're not talking about hundreds of videos you have to sort through. It's just 10 carefully chosen resources, a mix of individual videos and playlists that are designed to take you from a total beginner to someone who really knows their stuff in a super focused way. Okay, so let's look at how this path is actually put together. Every solid building needs a strong foundation, right? Well, this learning path is no different. The very first phase is all about building that core foundational knowledge. So the list starts you off with the absolute essentials. You get videos that give you a really